Hey guys, it's Summer. Today I'm going to be doing a natural glowy makeup look for my acne-prone skin. I'm going to be using products that don't emphasize my texture. So if you'd like to see what I use or how I got this look, please keep on watching. So the first thing that I'm going to use is my eyebrow pencil, and I use the MUA Brow Define Micro Precision Eyebrow Pencil. It's thin, precise, very affordable. I think this was genuinely £2 only, which is insane. For me, it lasts all day. I think this would be good for anyone that is looking for a nice, natural looking eyebrow. I tend to apply it using the pencil to draw thin, hair-like strokes, but towards the front of my brow, I do a thicker line and then I smudge that out so it doesn't look thick. It looks nice and natural. The next thing I use is an eyeliner. I use this one here from Hindash. I find this liner to be really nice and precise. I apply it to my outer corner. I do one line, and then I connect that line to the top of my lid so that it gives me a nice wing. And I personally quite like this particular style on my face. So the next thing I'm going to use is my e.l.f. eyelash curler. This is great if you have long lashes, but sometimes I find that it is a little bit tricky to get the shorter lashes. I personally love using eyelash curlers because I think that they really do open up your eye quite a lot. And I have very straight lashes naturally. It makes my eyes look bigger too. This one is quite affordable, so if you're on a budget, this e.l.f. eyelash curler, I think it's only about £5. It's definitely worth checking out. The next product is mascara, and I use the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. I love this mascara because it really does make my eyelashes look longer, more visible. It doesn't flake. It lasts a pretty long time. It does hold a curl pretty well. And even if I don't curl my eyelashes, I do find that my eyelashes still look more curled after I've used this mascara. My favorite way to apply it is by using it on my top lashes, and I will leave my bottom lashes completely free. My next product is the Haus Labs Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers of all time. It does not crease under the eye. It provides medium buildable coverage. It's just really nice and hydrating. I would say this is definitely beginner friendly. It blends out seamlessly. If you have dry eyes, you would probably like this concealer especially because it does not emphasize the texture under my eyes. My favorite way to apply it is by directly dotting it onto my face. A little goes a long way, and then I use my beauty blender to blend that out and make it look nice and seamless on my skin. The next product is blush, and for that I'm using my Rhode pocket blush. It's quite big considering it's called a pocket blush, but oh well. It really does blend seamlessly. It is highly pigmented. You really don't need much. It lasts relatively well throughout the day. Better if I sandwich it with some powder, otherwise it can fade compared to, say, my Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. It's very creamy and glowy. So my favorite way to apply this blush is to put it directly on my face because it is very easy to blend out. I've used my N17 Nikki LaRose blending brush. It is an amazing brush, by the way. I highly recommend it. It's dual-sided. I pop it onto my cheeks, my nose, and even my forehead and my chin, and I really do find that this gives me almost that kind of look that I've been in the sun. Obviously, I wear lots of sunscreen, so I never want to get sunburned. The next thing I'm going to use is my Freckle Pen. I got this one from Amazon, super cheap, highly recommend it. It says that it is Handaiyan Freckle Pen. My pronunciation is terrible. But no, this is a great, really affordable pen. It lasts really long. I think it is waterproof actually. I don't know, I find that it adds more interest to my face. I don't actually have freckles, but I like putting them on. So you can enhance your freckles, you can fake freckles, whatever you want to do. I dot the pen onto my face really lightly, and then I tap it out with my finger to blend it out and make it look more natural. And you can get quite carried away with this. The next product is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Blush. This is amazing. I have the shade in Cherry Blossom. This is so good at setting my makeup, and especially since I have acne-prone skin with texture, this minimizes that texture, controls the oil so well throughout the day. Oil still does come through, but that's normal for any type of powder. So I highly recommend this. When I use it, I use a powder puff. I gently use a small amount in areas under my eyes, my nose. I put a small area onto any type of fold on my face, and then I put some on my forehead because that always gets super shiny. But I don't use too much because my skin will feel tight. So my next one is lip liner, and I have picked up the wrong one. I personally really like this NYX Lip Liner. I think the color is really pretty. It lasts relatively well throughout the day. I do have to reapply it after eating, but that is pretty similar to any lip liner I've used. Highly recommend it, very affordable. So I just follow my natural lip line, as you can see. And I follow my Cupid's bow. The next step is the Rhode lip tint, and I use the shade Guava Spritz. I personally really love this peptide lip treatment. It's very hydrating. It lasts a relatively good amount of time considering it is like a gloss type of product. I apply a little bit on the center of my lips and just spread it out and rub my lips together. The only thing I do now is spray some setting spray on my face. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It is amazing, guys. The spray is lovely. It's nice and hydrating. It doesn't look too glowy. It really makes my makeup look natural again, especially after using powders. That's it for my makeup look today. And I would love to know, if you have acne-prone skin, what are your favorite makeup products to use? Perfect. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.